What's up and welcome back, everybody. In today's video, we're going to be feeding everyone, all of the crocodiles, all of the snakes, everything on my property is going to get some food today. Let's get it started. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is feed these baby crocs. First, we have to get these two bigger Niles out of here. That way these two baby Morets have this whole tank to themselves. Now, both of these Niles were runt Niles. They're pretty small and I didn't want to put them with the rest. So I've been fattening them up for about a month now. They're getting some nice size on them. You can see the Niles compared to the Morets right here. So we're gonna grab one Nile, two Nile, throw them in this bucket, put them with the others, then we'll feed these baby guys first. Look at that. You can see compared to when I got these guys, they've definitely put on some weight. Now they're not as big as their other Niles, a little bit darker because they're up here on the porch, but soon these guys will be caught up with the rest and living their best life. So just pop one there in the trash can, Mako, back up. Then we're gonna grab the other. And that way, these two little guys have this whole tank to themselves. Now, these guys are constantly eating croc chow. You can see it dirties up the water a lot. So we change this about twice every week. Grab that other guy. Look at how cool these little Nile crocodiles are. So much fatter than when I got them at first. Now, look at how much bigger the siblings are. Whew. Oh boy, a little bit bigger. Well, you know what? A lot more bigger and a lot more feisty. But that's okay because those other guys will catch up soon. So let's go ahead. We got the little Morets now hybrid over here, but let's go ahead, grab our little babies and put them in with their brothers. Now their growth should speed up due to being in the natural sunlight and bigger enclosure. So hopefully these guys get a lot big, a lot faster. There goes one, and there goes two. East African Nile crocodiles. They're gonna love this enclosure. This enclosure is probably 6 to 7 times bigger than the other one, but we had to keep a close eye on them because they're runts and make sure they were eating a lot more. And we got some chicken gizzards for the large, small crocs. We got some whole chicken hearts for the mediums. And this is for all of our smaller Niles, Morets, American, and baby dwarf. So let's get right into it. Now, you can actually kill a crocodile by feeding it something too big. They'll get stuck in their glottis and they'll actually drown. So I'm just gonna pick a couple of these small pieces out and give it to these Morets. I really do feel like Chandler just doing stuff without gloves, but it's okay. What's a little chicken heart? What's a little salmonella? You can see we already got one of them coming up for a little bit of chicken heart. Now, this is good I separated them because those Niles were getting so big, they're actually starting to get greedy and basically turning these guys into the runts and trying to steal all of their food. So now these little Morets will have no competition. They can sit here, relax, eat as much as they want, and get nice, fat, and healthy. Yum, yum, yum. I make the call and these guys just come running. So let's get a nice handful, spread it out, make sure everyone gets a little meal. Look at them already coming up. Yeah, this is my group of velociraptors. Man, look at that one. He is so yellow compared to these. Definitely keeping him. Let's grab a little bit more for the smooth fronted caiman. Now this guy is just crazy shy. You can see his tail right in there. We'll just put a little bit up here. These caimans are so shy, you rarely ever get them to eat on camera. So we'll give him a little bit more, let him relax, and in a couple hours, that'll be gone. Okay, now it's, hey, settle down, you're next. Now it's time to feed Tripod. Now, we call him Tripod because as you can see, he's got 3 feet. Make this guy work, oh, there he goes. So Tripod's gonna get, probably like 8 of these. Come on, come on. Good boy. These right here are chicken gizzards. Only the best from Publix. And then we'll throw the rest over here on the platform. Now, some of these crocs, if they're really crazy, you don't really want them jumping up all the time because they're gonna jump up and they're gonna bite you right in the stomach. So you wanna get them used to eating off of the platform. All right, next is our high yellow Nile that was actually produced at Gatorland. And he's crazy, so if you throw the food on this platform, he's still gonna jump up and try to bite you right in the tummy. But, oh, chill. You gotta make sure you get food to this guy quick, because if not, he will literally jump out the tub. Chill, dude. All right, let's take his mind off of killing me. Come on, food. Come on, Papa. And for those of you guys who follow me, you know this crocodile is crazy. He will just eat and eat and eat until he throws up. Honestly, one of the prettiest Niles I have, other than Blondie. Up on the platform. Woo! You hear that jaw pop? Let's feed our diamond caiman. We're running out of food, so I'm probably gonna defrost some turkey necks and feed him that. But look at her. She's been off food for about 2 months. Now, when animals like this go off of food, it's because they're ready to breed. So this female was ready to breed. Unfortunately, we didn't have a male for her, but hopefully next year we'll have a nice big diamond caiman, or maybe we'll make some dwarf caiman hybrids. So come on, woo-hoo, come on, girl. She is ready to eat now. I mean, 2 months not eating, yeah, you'd be hungry too. But that's not because she's not hungry. That's just because she was ready to breed. Good girl. Look at her. She's so beautiful. All of her teeth were broken when I got her, but you can see now she's got those big teeth back. Oof. All right, come on, Sawbeck. Let's go. I feel like I say this every time, but I'm so amazed by how big he's getting. Such a cool and special animal, especially because now I own his parents. And the last crocodilian before we feed Carnage is this little smooth-fronted caiman. You guys know he's a little feisty. Oh, there we go. That is the gentlest he has ever taken some food. All right, we got my boy Pat out here, Crocodile Cowboy. Follow him on YouTube. Let's just grab a little neck for Carnage. Sorry, I'm getting that neck all over you. No, she's a girl. She still loves that neck. Look at the colors. Last time you guys saw her, she was super dull, but oh, for those of you who don't know, this is Miss Toothy's and Aries' offspring. She's a couple years old. Let's give her another one before she jumps out. You better watch out, boy. And she ate a bunch of shrimp the other day, so we're only going to give her probably 3 or 4 of these. Come on. Hoot. 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 Look at that croc. Typical Cuban for jumping and running and spinning. Very easily jump out of this enclosure. That's why we got to be so careful. Her teeth. Let's go. She's like 3'10". She looks a lot bigger, but we're gonna feed the Big Crocs in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, what would a full animal feeding tour video be without feeding the big crocodiles? So first we're gonna come over here to Lumpy, because Lumpy has actually been getting beat up a little bit. So these bigger crocs, once they get so big, they're known to turn on each other every now and then. So I don't know if it's one of the other females beating up on her. I don't know if it's Toothless, but she is definitely getting beat up just a little bit. You can see on her nose, she's got a little bit of blood, and on her neck. So we might actually have to separate Lumpy and give her another boyfriend. But out of all crocodiles, Lumpy has been eating the least. So we want to make sure we come over here and give Lumpy a good amount of food. So I'm going to give her a little breast. Lumpy, food, 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 food. There she goes. Now I can already hear the other crocs coming over, so we got to be quick with it. Come here, girl. Come on. Come on. There we go. We'll give her a wing, a leg, and 2 breasts, and that should be enough. Look at her. Such a beautiful croc. Back up, back up. Now it looks like we got Lex approaching, and then Blondie behind her. So what I'm gonna do to distract her is I'm gonna give her a wing. Come on, food, 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 food. Come on, squeezing through the bushes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Throw 1 to Blondie. I'm gonna throw 1 to Lex, and then 1 over to Lumpy. Look at that, all 3 crocodiles eating right in front of us. How freaking cool. And then we got Toothless over there. I'm gonna give Lumpy 1 more wing, then we'll bring these 3 around, and we'll have Patrick feed the rest. Now we just say food to get these crocs used to feeding time. So whenever we come in here and say food, they know it's feeding time. Whenever we come in here and don't say food, they know it's not feeding time. Really? You missed. There we go. Crunching those bones like it's nothing. That's Captain Crunch. She's beautiful. She is absolutely insane. The biggest female, prettiest, and the thickest. They say if you look at a Nile crocodile and they have bright green eyes, that's how you can tell they're a pure East African Nile crocodile. This right here is the world's 3rd largest species of crocodile, and also known to be the heaviest species of crocodile in the world, with the longest being the saltwater crocodile. We're back over here in the shady corner. This corner we call the danger zone because it's the skinniest part of the enclosure, and it's really, really dangerous. These crocodiles approach you from all sides, you are stuck. That's why we got a nice big stick to defend us. Come on. Look at that. Lex, AKA Sexy Lexi. Taking down some turkey. It's always nice to switch it up. We'll give them red meat, fish, turkey, a little bit of chicken. Out of all the crocodiles, she has the nicest teeth. All right, our last chicken breast. Make it a good toss. Go. Oh, you suck. That's all right, guys. That meat, it'll rot, it'll float, and they'll come back and they'll eat. All right, time to feed some snakes. We've got a nice pile of rats and some mice, so let's go ahead. We're gonna give a couple mice to this guy, probably 3 to this guy, and then we're gonna feed the black and white spitter, that albino monocled, and then we'll go ahead and we'll feed all of these little babies right here. But why not start off with the crankiest cobra of them all? Now, those of you who don't know, this pastel monocled cobra just went off of feed a week or 2 ago, and that's how I know he is ready to breed. Typically, after the colder months, these males, they'll go off feed, and that's when you can tell that they're ready to breed. So let's go ahead and let's feed this guy. Woo-hoo! Look at that. Let's see how far he'll chase me. Easy, buddy. Now, he still might be in breeding mode, so he might not be ready to eat, but let's see. All right, I mean, it looks like he isn't hungry. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna throw him back in the cage. We'll throw a couple of these guys in there. If he decides to eat them, cool. If not, no worries. We'll just breed him to something else. Such a pretty cobra. Get your butt over here. And for those of you guys who watched Alex's video, you know what I was trying to breed him to. So I took this male and I wanted to produce hybrids. So I threw him with my female black and white spitting cobra. I don't know if they bred because I left for a day or 2. And then I also threw him with my albino monocled cobra. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get some black and white spitting monocled cobra hybrids, and if not, maybe we'll just get some regular old monocled cobras. So I'm gonna go ahead, close this a little bit, throw him a couple rats, and we'll move on to the black and white spitter. For those of you guys who know me, you know I'm a big fan of hybrids. Whether it's a hybrid snake like a Gabino or a hybrid crocodile like Carnage, my newest one, I'm a huge, huge fan of hybrids just because they're so unique. Now, just imagine a monocled cobra and a black and white spitter, how crazy that would be. Now, a lot of my snakes are deep in shed, along with this black and white spitter, but he should be ready to eat. There you go. He smells it. He got a big mouthful of mulch, but now that he got a taste, he knows it's feeding time. Come on, big guy. There you go. The black and white spitting cobra. Now, I was gonna wait to feed all these snakes because a lot of them are deep, deep in shed, and typically some of those snakes won't eat, but I'm going to Mexico on Friday, so I really do have to feed all the snakes that will eat. So everything that the monocled cobra doesn't eat, definitely for sure, the crocodiles will handle. So let's go ahead and feed this albino monocle. Yeah. I know you taste it. Man, out of all my cobras, this one hoods up the tallest. Come on, right there. Good girl. You can see her working those jaws back and forth. Now, a lot of people think that they unhinge their jaws, they unhook them. That is not true. Their jaw bones are actually not connected to begin with. So basically, they're just opening up their mouth and working centimeter by centimeter, getting that prey down. All right, next up is my female Gaboon Viper. Now, this male only eats live, which I'm not gonna show you guys, but this female will definitely eat this fresh kill. Ooh, look at that. Literally scared me. Don't blink because you'll miss it. All right, so the next snake we're gonna feed is the horned viper. These guys are native to the Middle East, and they're typically lizard and bird eaters. So this guy, he skips a meal every other week, but he's due for a nice feeding, so we're just gonna give him a little mouse right here. And don't blink for this guy either, because he is super fast. Next up is the Egyptian cobra, which is huge. She's about 8 feet long, so she definitely gets a huge, large rat. Let's see if she'll come out for it. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can get her out. That way you guys can see how big she is. My buddy is gonna be picking up all these snakes. Well, these ones on this side on Thursday. So this is the last time we're gonna get the chance to hang out with this big, beautiful Egyptian. Come on, girl. Come on. Look at her mouth open, dude. She's got him. All right, now it's time to feed our smaller snakes. The first one is gonna be my sunset albino monocled cobra I got from my good buddy Will. Fresh out of shed, so let's see her nice, beautiful skin. Come on, show us what you got. Next up is the banded cobra, which you can see is deep in blue, deep in shed, but she's a pretty good eater, so let's give it a shot. Perfect. The next danger noodle we got is this beautiful gift from Chandler, my baby monocled cobra. One of the best performing snakes in my collection. Now this is her first time eating frozen thawed, so we're just gonna leave it there and hopefully she takes it overnight. Here we have another beautiful bush viper that belongs to my good friend Paul. Let's see if she'll take the frozen one too. A lot of these snakes I really only feed live prey, so it's kind of hard to get a lot of these guys to eat, but she looks kind of interested, so we'll see if we can get a strike on camera. See if we can get her to stick it in her mouth. Look at the fangs on that thing. There we go. That was a good strike, so we're just gonna leave it right there with her. All right, these two snakes we're about to show you, the puff adder and the snouted, are gonna have no problem eating this frozen thawed. Pour that up. A lot of these snakes in the wild, when they bite, they let go because they know they have venom. So they'll go ahead and they'll track that prey down. So you see a lot of these venomous snakes just biting and letting go. That's naturally what they do in the wild. Now, if they were to just bite these animals, they would actually get bit in return. Puff adder just got a nice load of venom in there. So that's all she needs. She's gonna come back later. She will tear that up. This snouted cobra belongs to my good buddy Paul, so he's also getting picked up along with all these others on Thursday. But a super awesome snake, a clutch mate to my banded cobra, just a little bit darker. I usually give them live, or if not fresh killed prey, so this was just defrosted in some water, and they're really not too interested. Of course they'll eat it if I leave it in here, but come on man, we need some content. Bite that thing. And that is the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Stone's World, and don't forget to check out Patrick's channel. We're gonna drop a link to that, Crocodile Cowboy. Give him a follow too. Thank you, have a good day.